Good morning, friends. Greetings and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health challenge. That's why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 30 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes, hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls on The Bright Side. Our number 844-236-6010, 844-236-6010. If you have questions about skin health issues or formulations or ingredients, if you have a problem patient or client that you need help with, 844-236-6010 is our number on The Bright Side. And if you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised or recommended on the program, you can go to brightsideben.com and order products right off the website, likewise pharmacistben.com and criticalhealthnews.com. You can also sign up to join the Brightside Ben phone team or Brightside Ben team by calling the phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. For a one-time $25 fee, you can have yourself a longevity business, get your products at the wholesale price, and enjoy all of the tax benefits associated with having your own business. And you can help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program, all while earning thank you checks and changing lives and making people's lives a little bit better. If you've enjoyed the products, if you've enjoyed the longevity products and noticed results and noticed that you're off your medication and noticed that you have more energy and noticed that your blood pressure has dropped and you're losing weight, now you can earn a living helping other people achieve those same benefits. Call 866-735-2470 and they can tell you all about it. All right. We are talking about the steroid hormones, specifically DHEA, known as the mother of all hormones because of its really, really important role when it comes to making hormones. Specifically, it's the building block for sex and fertility hormones, for anabolic hormones, that is building hormones. The body's always in breakdown mode and build up mode in a kind of balance, and by pushing that balance over to the building side, the anabolic side, that's where your growth and repair come in. That's where you feel better. That's where youth and anti-aging come into play. DHEA shifts that equation over, or that balance over, to the building side, to the anabolic side. It's your youth and anti-aging hormone. And using it can provide really significant benefits for muscle building, for bone building, for brain health, for weight loss. It's an anti-inflammatory. It supports the immune system. And what all these markers of health have, brain health and bone health and muscle health, immune system health, what all of these markers have in common is that they're secondary. No one just has an immune problem, whether it's an autoimmune disease or immune deficiency disease like shingles or AIDS, if you're getting frequent cold sores. Nobody just has an immune problem. Likewise, no one just has heart disease. No one just is obese. No one just has Alzheimer's dementia. These are all secondary health challenges. And you can no more reverse or cure a secondary health challenge without addressing the fundamental causes than you can fix a dying rosebush by treating the leaves. What we call disease are really the symptoms and the signs of something underneath. They're byproducts. What we call diseases are byproducts. This is what we talked about yesterday. Byproducts of underlying causes. They're secondary. The specifics, when you understand this, when we finally nail this thing down, that our diseases are byproducts, it will make our specifics, the names of our disease, the diagnosis, the test scores, it will make all of these completely irrelevant when it comes to restoring the body back to health, back to balance, back to its ability to go up when it needs to go up and down when it needs to go down, to pull the downs up and the ups downs. That's called homeostasis. The body's constantly pulling the ups down and the downs up, and it wants to stay right in the middle, wants to stay stable. And the system that does that is called the homeostasis system. Homeo meaning the same, or homeo meaning the same as, and stasis meaning moving or not moving, staying at the same level. Homeostasis is when the body's chemistry stays at the same level. When we're sick, our homeostasis is messed up. We're not staying at the same level. The ups are staying up or the downs are staying down. They're not stabilizing themselves back to normal. Or back to where they should be. From a reversal perspective, the specifics of our test scores don't matter. Test scores are irrelevant. How you feel is your personal test score. Are you bloated after you eat? Are you tired after you eat? Do you lack energy? Are you in pain? Do you have migraine headaches? Do you have problems with your periods? Do you have insomnia? Or you have problems falling asleep? Is your skin dry? Are you losing your hair? Are your nails weak? Do you have chest pains? These are the markers of health, and we don't need a doctor to assess those. We just need to notice, really. We don't need a TSH score. We don't need a bone mineral density test. We don't need a 24-hour cortisol. These are scams. These are ways of extracting our money. And we don't need them to get healthy. This is why I repeat myself every day on this program. And whenever I do a presentation, I just repeat myself over and over and over again. And I feel silly sometimes, but repetition is reinforcement, and we're so bombarded with these ideas that we have specific illnesses and specific diseases and specific foundations and specific protocols and specific drugs. We're bombarded with these ideas that I have to repeat myself. We don't need a doctor. The medical model is useless. This is for chronic, long-term degenerative diseases, which is 80% of our illnesses, of our healthcare costs. The vast majority of our sickness is chronic, long-term, progressive disease, and you don't need a doctor to reverse these things. The medical model is useless, really, but it doesn't matter because we have power over our bodies and over our health by asking the right questions, by noticing our bodies, by noticing trends. This is also important. How are we getting better or are we getting worse? If we're getting better, we're on the right track. If we're getting worse, we got to do something. You don't need a doctor for that. Just by adding some basic common sense strategies and rituals and habits to our day-to-day lives, good habits. That's really what it's about. It's about good habits, good rituals. Supplementing every morning, deep breathing when we're under stress, rebounding or going to the gym, relaxing the body. These are all the things that are just so simple. They're part of our lifestyle. They can be part of our lifestyle. They're lifestyle issues. Everyone can get better on their own. This is the one big message of the bright side. When we restore our body's chemistry to where it needs to be, to its normal state of health, using generic, basic strategies that leverage nutrition, oxygen, and respiration, eliminating toxicity or not putting toxicity into the body, relaxing the body, and the survival/emergency nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, correct thoughts and feelings, all chronic, progressive, degenerative diseases will reverse themselves. The notion of taking a drug, the notion of yanking out an organ, the notion of ablating the heart, the notion of using these medical strategies that somehow corrupt the body to make it better. I mean, that just never made sense to me. In pharmacy school, I could not understand how this logic worked, that we would poison the body to make it better. When we finally nail this thing down, it's going to be like the guy in the VA commercial where you hit your head on the side of your head. You go, oh my God, this is so simple. What am I thinking? All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. 844-236-6010. You're listening to The Bright Side. Got lines open for you, by the way. We'll be back. Take a quick break, and we'll be back after this. Okay, we are back on the bright side. I'm pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number, and we do have lines open for you. 844-236-6010. If you want to purchase any of our Truth Skin Health products, including our Truth Retinol 5% gel made with vitamin C and retinol and no fillers or waxes or silicone or oil or preservative or fragrance or water or anything your skin doesn't need or doesn't want, you shouldn't have to pay for ingredients that you're not using. Everything in our Truth Skin Health products, including our Retinol 5% gel, is active and functional and going to make a difference on your skin, and that's why you'll notice results pretty darn quickly. Truth Retinol 5% gel will exfoliate away blemishes, dark spots. It will help anti-age the skin. Retinols are the major player when it comes to retinoids, I should say, or the major player when it comes to stimulating collagen production and keeping skin cells growing at just the right pace. And when you mix them up with vitamin C, when you mix your retinol with vitamin C, you get double benefits, because vitamin C not only helps do the same thing, but vitamin C's got its own collagen stimulating properties. With vitamin C, you do have to have a fat-soluble form to really leverage the skin health benefits. That's because all the action in the skin is under the skin surface. Believe it or not, the surface of your skin is dead. It's lined with dead cells. It's lined with a very microscopically thin layer of fingernail. Imagine that. Just picture your fingernail, how hard that is, right? And just imagine a microscopically thin layer of fingernail on the surface of your skin, and you can kind of see why most skincare products can't work. How's anything going to get through a fingernail? Well, if anything's going to get through a fingernail, it's got to have a fatty nature to it. And even then, you really need to enhance the penetration using ingredients, transdermal enhancing ingredients. This is what we learn in pharmacy school. One of the things we learn in pharmacy school is how to drive things in through the stratum corneum into the lower levels of the skin, ultimately in pharmacy into the blood. We'll talk later about how DHEA works topically. You can get wonderful benefits by using DHEA topically, not just for the skin. You can get great benefits for the skin, but you can actually get DHEA into the blood if you have a correctly formulated product that leverages transdermal science, that leverages the technology of driving things through the skin surface, through the fingernail. And it's high tech. It takes a lot. I have textbooks that are thousands of pages large on transdermal technology, on how you drive material through the skin. It's hardcore science, and it's something that pharmacists study, and that I've been made it my personal specialty over the last 32 years. Anyway, truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. You can find out all about our Truth Skin Health products. Okay, so we're talking about the secondary nature of disease. I think this is really important. This is my message to the world as a pharmacist. And this is what I want the bright side to be about. The idea that when we restore our body's chemistry back to its normal state with generic lifestyle strategies, including nutrition and eliminating toxicity and relaxing the body, all the things we talk about on this program all the time, thinking correct thoughts, spirituality, don't underestimate the power of spirituality. These fundamental concepts of health are the way to get healthy, the way to get well, no matter what our health challenges are. If they're as minor as dry skin or acne, or they're as major as cancer, whatever it is, these are the basic ideas that we all need to employ. And the notion that the medical model can save us is perpetuated by the medical model itself. There's a comedian named Emo Phillips. I used to think this guy was really funny. Emo Phillips, Google him, or YouTube him. Emo Phillips. And he has this one joke. He has this funny way of talking. I used to think my brain was my most important organ. And then I realized what was telling me that. And that's the same idea with the medical model. We think the medical model is all that in a bag of chips. Who's telling us that? The medical model. They're not helping anybody. They're telling us how great they are. A classic example of this idea of treating byproducts uselessly is in psychiatry. In fact, all of psychiatry. The medical model, the stupidity of the medical model's surgical pharmaco healing protocols, using surgery and drugs to heal the body and radiation to heal the body, comes to its zenith, its most iconic representation when it comes to psychiatry. If there's nothing the medical model can do for chronic degenerative disease, there's less than nothing that psychiatry can do, except drug you out. And there's no way to even know if you're psychiatrically ill. Even doctors look down their nose at psychiatrists. I mean, even regular doctors. Psychiatry had a really hard time. They had a really hard sell back in the middle